What's up everyone, I'm MajorManz and today's video is going to be all about continent Antarctica. Antarctica part 1. Make sure to smash that like button, subscribe for all of the continents because I'm going to be doing everything from A to Z, but not in that particular order because I've done Europe and now I'm doing Antarctica. And if we know our alphabet correctly, E doesn't come before A, so yeah. And now I'm doing Antarctica, Europe was before. Anyways, let's get to it!
Continents, do you know your continents? Asia, Africa, North and South America, Europe, Antarctica, Australia too.
Right, make sure to drop down to the comment section and let me know what you would like to know about Antarctica so I can include it. This is going to be fun because there's little room for politics and a lot of room for science, geography and fun facts. Antarctica, place where the rich can holiday in because you know you're gonna have to have some tea to go down there. The smart can live in because you scientists, you know, they'll be studying the data and that. And where you can just go and chill with your polar bear buddies. Wait a minute. No, I'm thinking about my happy feet buddy. Well, as you may know, Antarctica is pretty much uninhabitable with the lowest population rate, which can vary significantly from the winters to the summers because, well, in the winters there's no sun and in the summers there's all sun. But I'll get onto that in a bit. Wow, Antarctica! What a great place to live in!
5 minutes later.
Nope, it's too cold! Well, let's see where the continent is located. The continent is nearly centered on the South Pole and is surrounded by the Southern Ocean. It is surrounded by the 3 oceans of the Southern Hemisphere, namely Atlantic, Pacific and the Indian Ocean. Antarctica is a landmass having 14 million kilometers squared of area. And no, it's not just ice. Oh, mostly yeah, it's just ice. 98% of the landmass is made of ice. And that is roughly 1 mile thick. Whew, 1 mile! That's a little misleading. The ice is over a giant land with soil and rock, but it also stretches into the sea, where the ice is actually 1 mile thick. Pretty deep stuff. Talking about ice, Antarctica has the single largest piece of ice in the world, with about 90% of fresh water contained within it. In fact, Mohammed Al Faisal of Saudi Arabia wanted to take about 100 million tons of that ice and bring it back to the Arabian Peninsula because you know it's hot in there. And well, the resource it has fresh water. But you know, good luck to him, that's like a mission. Well, you must be curious, what is the difference between the Antarctic and the Arctic besides the actual name, which is Antarctic? Antarctic? Wait a minute. As we were saying, the difference between the Arctic and the Antarctic, besides the name, is that the Antarctic actually has a piece of land, whereas the Arctic is just a frozen piece of ice. That's why we call it the frozen ocean. And we never knew about the Antarctic way up until the 1840s, and this was a scientific revolution to realize this. It was a whole race to get there, and well, there's many hidden secrets within the Antarctic. That's why scientists day to day try to figure these out. And in 1840, it was established that the Antarctic was not just a piece of island, but an entire continent. Massive. Well, you want to know the reason behind the name Antarctic? Well, it comes from Arctos, which means Arctic, and in the Greek, Arctos means the land of the bear, which, as we found out earlier in the video, I'm not very wary of. The polar bears live in the Arctic, and so that's why it's called the land of the bears. And so, to help scientists out, the Antarctic, which has no bears, is called the Anti-Arctic, which means the opposite of the Arctic, which is pretty self-explanatory if you ask me. The flag for this continent was made unofficial in 2002. It is very similar and effective with a white map of the continent with a blue background. It kind of shows how there is no single control over the continent, and it is a place with no borders. It is a very peaceful place where scientists can learn and share their information about the Arctic. Well, as far as I know. Climate of Antarctica. Did you know the Antarctic is actually a desert? Not a nice scrumptious desert, which I am craving now. I'll see you in a bit. Yum. But when I say desert, I don't mean the hot, dry, sandy deserts with scorpions and that. No, I mean a desert is an area which has little or no rainfall, and Antarctica has about 50 millimeters of rainfall, or shall I say precipitation, every year. I mean, the Antarctic interior is right next to the South Pole, the furthest from the equator, just like the North Pole, with 50 millimeters of precipitation. The Antarctic is one of the driest deserts in the world, and like I said, it's not the hottest. It's actually one of the coldest places in the world as well, with temperatures reaching about 89.2 degrees Celsius, which is one of the coldest places to be recorded on this earth in history as well. It was recorded in the Russian research station Vostov, also recorded by a satellite station which was about minus 92 degrees Celsius, but we don't really know because satellite station one is a bit iffy, and when I say iffy, not reliable. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like and share with all your friends so you can talk about it, because why not, you know? You want to be talking about this with your friends. It's knowledge, it's power. Make sure to leave a comment below if you have any suggestions for my channel. I would very much appreciate it. I love your suggestions and I love your opinions. So make sure to drop down to the comment section below and give me some of those. So make sure you tune in for my next video, Antarctica Part 2. Major?